Right guys, this is Lycanmotions, and right next to us is G-Man.
Yo yo, hi guys.
You hear his voice. Now, when it comes to boss releasing Diecast vehicles, we used to do a lot of Hot Wheels vehicles, and now we decided to do a Hot Wheels 5-pack, which we did, which we had pretty good results with the Ferrari 5-pack. Now we are doing another boss review with the 5-pack set called British Roadways, British Routes. Funnily enough, we both had a bit of a debate that we thought this set is about similar to what the Top Gear producers driven.
Exactly.
If we think about it, these are the 5 vehicles. Now it's time to show you what they are. Now you see the 5. The fleshing is going to be a bit. And also, if you remember, the 5 of these vehicles, so we start from top straight to bottom, just like before with the other 5-packs. And now, as we're going to do this 5-pack, I used to do it with music, with then just sounds. This is a bit easier for me to do, so that I can actually add more footage, because the next vehicle up after this is another British one, and you guys are going to love the next vehicle.
Oh yeah.
So without further ado, time to boss releases 5. Funny enough, this set is almost identical to the cars the Top Gear's producers driven. The first vehicle is not yet going to be in box release unless this packaging. It's pretty British, isn't it? Very, very strong set.
Pretty brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rich. I don't want to swear because I don't want to get censorship on YouTube, so.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go.
Slip of the tongue, it's alright.
There we go. Yeah, we could. Yeah, well, if you see the packaging right now, we completely destroyed it. So, these are the 5 vehicles. And funnily enough, if you remember, these 5 cars also are similar to the Top Gear producers.
Ford Fiesta Mark
That's been driven. So now, time to get the 5 cars out. The first vehicle, we already know, is a Ford Fiesta Mark II. And they're not easy cars to find when it comes to being perfectly detailed, but you know what? I like this Fiesta Mark II. And that's the case. It looks a bit like, a bit Russian, with the headlight details and the emblem right in the middle of it. It's like a car you see in Pakistan or in Russia. But if you look at this model here, this black Fiesta, when I look at this car, it reminds me of one of those vehicles in the Top Gear where it's like the 1990s Hot Hat Challenge,
100%.
where Jeremy Clarkson had the Volkswagen Golf GTR Mark 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
The GTR Mark 1. Hammond had the Nova, which he constantly rolls over. Like, how many? Like 3 times?
Yeah, it was a lot of times.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 times. And James May's Ford Fiesta is this black one. And don't worry, this is a Matchbox car, so I won't be filling this up in Christmas wrap. Just like what James May did.
Mark 2.
Don't mistake this for a Lada Samara. It does look a bit like a bootlegged Lada, but it's a Ford Fiesta. Out the case, comrade. It looks absolutely fantastic. I do have a better Russian accent than that, but that is the Ford Fiesta. That's the Mark II Fiesta. Which, funnily enough, in the 2000s, Muslims drive them a lot. Muslims, British lads. It's basically was a staple car in the UK. In Blackburn, like in Shadworth we were in, there were at that time
Heavily modified though.
they were heavily modified. There were like so many of them.
Max power cars and magazines.
For every 4 Subaru Imprezas we found for the 98 series Imprezas, we found 10 Ford Fiestas. That's how popular the Fiestas are.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, at that time in the 2000s, my mum and sisters had an Astra, so Sorry, Ford Fiesta fans, I know. So that's the first of the lot. The second of the lot is a Jaguar XK140.
This is quite unique.
It's a very unique car, but also surprisingly, there was 2 more color variants, if not 3. One in the dark green, which I struggled to find and failed to find. There was a black one,
And you've got this
which same thing with the black one. I
Yeah,
think
hard to get
that was hard to get. I think it was in a 5-pack, and I had to get in a 5-pack, which I'm sure I did. Can't remember. And there's also a beige one.
Yeah. This is a roadster, innit? So it's
This SK140 Roadster, it looks fantastic. Funny enough, the front end does look a bit like the Territork, previous Territork from the Hot Wheels 2-pack set. But this is the Jags. This is the 1940s car. The Territork was, I believe, a Mack truck. It's like a crossbreed Mack diamond truck. Could be. So, as for this vehicle, Jeremy Clarkson actually mentioned vividly about this car in one of his Top Gear episodes, which is quite ironic of him, really, because he's a very good Jag fan. And the Clarkson's courtesy, what a nice Jag this is. It's just a wicked vehicle. Honestly, it deserves that. It just looks wicked. Yeah. I love how the way it looks. What also annoyed me, but there is this thing that really annoyed me. Jaguar used to design cars like this all the way up until they came up with the Concept Type 00, which when I looked at the Concept Type 00, I just went, what the hell is that thing?
Yeah.
Jaguar, why do you have to bring up the Concept 00? Why don't you just stick with the cool old Jaguar designs? Make them look as cool, make them look brilliant like this one. The 1958 variant. It's a wicked vehicle. No wonder Jeremy Clarkson remembers it vividly. It is an honest Jag, that one. The next vehicle is...
one of my favourites.
Yeah, one of your favourites. Yeah, one of our favourites as well. It's a pretty good roadster. One of my favourite roadsters. If you think of it, though, I love classic roadsters. But this Jaguar, I've seen 2 in my time in Blackburn. In 30 years of my life, I've seen 2 of these in Blackburn. One was a green one, a dark green one. Another one was a red.
Yeah.
Like that one. But it had a rear basket on the back of it. The next vehicle is me and G-Man actually agreed this was definitely a Richard Hammond spec car. And I believe that at the end of the Grand Tour, Matchbox was soured so badly that they put it in one of their sets, considering it as the 1974 Capri. And you look at it, it's basically a hamster car at the end of the Grand Tour. Because at the end of the Grand Tour, Richard Hammond drove it.
Excuse me.
Richard Hammond drove this at the end of the Grand Tour. It had a complete black bonnet. You had black details there. Had the black bonnet, and as it looks like a Grand Tour car, I'm pretty sure that Matchbox was heartbroken when the Grand Tour ended. I was broken when the Grand Tour ended, but we have to remember, good things don't last forever. Well, at least be happy that even the bad things, they don't last forever either. Yeah, nothing lasts forever. And this vehicle was part of that set. This is why I was talking a lot about this new Matchbox set, British Rovers, to be very, very, very sub-Top Gear Grand Tourish. Now let's see what it looks like under the light. It just looks great. One of my favourite scenes is when Richard Hammond started bouncing on the back of that, on the ruts and bumps. That was fun. I cannot believe that Matchbox was so heartbroken by by the end of the Grand Tour that they actually did a Grand Tour Top Gear inspired 5-pack. Think about it. That was driven by James May. That was
Clarkson.
That was Clarkson, Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
And that was Richard Hammond's Ford Capri at the end of the Grand Tour. Well, let's see what the next two are going to do. Oh wait, we got another one, and they're both James May cars.
Yeah.
Yes, Matchbox. We both learned that you're a James May fan. This is one of the two, the Bentley Bentayga, and it was from Censored to Censored episode of the Grand Tour.
It's 2018 on.
Yeah, and it was a Bentley Bentayga. It was a black one, I think it was, wasn't it? When James was doing some jumps. This is the Bentley Bentayga, and it's in purple. I want to say purple. I'll say around like a metallic lavender.
Yeah.
This is an awesome Bentley. Looks awesome on camera. Yeah. There was also Matchbox variations of this Bentley. Not in red, but there was a white one as well, and a black one from a previous 5-pack, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, from a previous 5-pack. It was similar with British Roadways. Yeah, this Bentley, it was a very, very popularly known vehicle. It's similar with the Fiesta, actually, didn't tell you. There was 2 variants of that one. One that frustrated us, the red one, which successfully eluded us and eluded me. That was very elusive red Fiesta.
Yeah.
And there was a blue one. A blue Mark II, it's a green Mark II, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we bought one. We bought a rare one as well. We did a gold colour one.
Gold colour.
On Matchbox.
No, that's not the gold one. That's the Mustang.
Must have been. You know better than I do.
Yeah, so there was a green version of this, and there was a red one. It's about as red as this Jag. I can remember what it looks like out the case. It's just a great looking red car, but I tried my best to get down, but it eluded us. So the last one, we have so many coloured variations.
It's an headache, this one. It's a good car though.
Yeah, and
that's the posh spice.
Yeah, and it's the Range Rover Evoque. And this was both Jeremy Clarkson and James May's car of the year. James May drove it in Top Gear. 2014, yeah, in Top Gear. And in the Grand Tour, James May drove it as well. In the Grand Tour, Jeremy Clarkson used to drive the Evoque, and it made him the car of the year. 2014 car of the year. I think it was a 2024 or in 2020's car of the year. And Jeremy used to drive one of these Range Rover Evoques. Yeah, so this was a James May, Jeremy Clarkson kind of vehicles. But like we said, we already know Matchbox is a James May fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, they like Captain Slow quite a lot. So time to finally position, move the camera around this vehicle. Captain Cautious, Captain Sense of Direction, Captain whatever it is. It's still a good looking vehicle. It looks decent, really good. Really nice looking SUV. Here we have it. The 5 British roadway cars Boss released. Now, our views is that it's a very good set. It's a good set of vehicles. It contained vehicles that are very, very hard to find. The hardest one to find, I know, would be the Capri. Because most of the times the Capris are on 5. The easiest Capris are on the 5-pack. When they're not on 5-packs, they tend to disappear so quick.
Yeah, it's quite rare as well.
That's so rare.
This one here is really good.
Yeah, and it's Richard Hammond's car. It's Richard Hammond's vehicle. If it had a black rear wing there, it is Hammond's car. So yeah, there's Jeremy's car of the year right in front of them. There's a black Ford Fiesta. That Fiesta was... Remember, the Fiesta was a hard one to find. There was We only found one in the 5-pack. We got lucky. There was a green one. There was a light green one I have, which is yet to be box released. And there's also this black one, which has now been unboxed, released, and going to yet to be reviewed. Which has now been reviewed. The Jaguar, that's a really cool vehicle. I'm stoked on this Jag, you know, it's a red Jag. Because remember, red is part of England.
Yeah,
it's one half of England.
Yeah.
This is basically England's car. England's classic. The Jags in the old English times, when the economy was so high, there were so many Jags, so many XK140s. It was incredible. I may know him because I may have had a past life in the 1960s, 50s, 60s. The Ford Capri, that's a very popular car in the Grand Tour Top Gear. James May and Richard Hammond drove them. Sometimes Clarkson.
He did.
James May didn't get off well though, because his Capri broke down. He began driving a Morris Marina before a piano fell on it. Yes, what an accordion that was. But all in all, it's a really decent looking Matchbox vehicle. It's really nice. And I remember Hot Wheels did a Capri of their own called the Zaxby Capri.
Oh, that was modified by Germans, I think. Was it?
Yeah, Zaxby Motorsports.
Yes.
Amazing. Germans, yeah. It's a pretty decent car though. It's a really good car, the Zaxby Capri. Hot Wheels did the Zaxby Capri. Matchbox did the standard Capri. And then the Bentley Bentayga. We like this vehicle. Very nice, very nicely proportioned. We love the white one. The white one looks amazing. The black one looks really good.
Excuse me.
And the black one looks really, really incredible. What really stands out more is that it's one of the only colourful variations of Bentley compared to all the other cars. Because it's like this magenta. I just call it lavender. Not that metallic lavender.
Yeah, definitely.
Lavender plant purple. And the Range Rover, which has been in so many Hot Wheels cases.
Yeah,
so many. We have yet to see the yellow one.
No, I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, we've seen the red, we've seen the green, now we see the green, we've seen the red, we've seen the orange, we've seen the black one.
Black one, yeah.
We've seen red, we've seen the red one, we've seen the orange one, which was the first edition.
Yeah.
We've seen the blue one.
Exactly.
With white wheels.
Yeah.
We've seen we see a green one. We've seen I can't remember because there's a lot of Range Rover Evoques.
Yeah, quite a few.
A fair amount of them actually. And there was an orange one with the black wheels as well. This one is the British 5-pack. It's a British Rover 5-pack, and we'd love to do it again if they bring more of these in. So what do you think is probably the best looking at the 5? As we already know that Matchbox is the James May, is a Captain's Law fan. Which of the 5 is your favourite?
Personally, I've got 2 Capri and the Mark II Fiesta because they're old school and they were British cars. Obviously, they're all already, but iconic I think is Capri and the Mark II one.
Yeah, because we see these every day. There's still a Capri in near the hospital. Yeah. There's a black one. Is it the black one or a silver one?
I've seen the silver one with old school wheels. I know the gentleman is an Indian and he's got a white Capri, Tickford, and he's got an really old classic Capri in silver. Really old school, well maintained it is. Yeah. Some money on there. It's very, very hard to maintain the Capri. Sometimes they usually break down a lot. Bodywork's not that clever, I know. But of course, it's British steel, isn't it? Exactly. So British steel tend to rust quite quickly. And my view, so which is your absolute favourite? It has to be the Capri. I mean, I love them all. They're all my favourite. But if I had to choose one, it'll have to be the Capri one. Capri, yeah. 2.8 or 3. Capri 3 litre. Or 2.8 injection was more of a what do you call it? They were more common.
Yeah.
The 3 litre ones were more rare.
Yeah.
But what lovely bunch of British
British
mechanics ones.
Mechanics.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And also, I like is so I like the Fiesta quite well.
Oh yeah.
The Fiesta, what my favourite views. I do like the Capri a lot. The Capri looks fantastic. It looks really great. When you see it on the road, it just turns heads. It's a head turner, that is.
Absolutely.
I do like the Jaguar because the Jaguar, I love the beige on the single because the beige one looks really good. Yeah. But still, I'm gonna say this: it's still got to be the Fiesta because if you think about it, that's my personal favorite. Out of the 5-pack, the Fiesta, because no matter how Russian it looks, which this variation does look very Russian. Funny, really. Because of how it looks a bit like, one of those Indian Ford Fiestas. You know one of those old Russian Ford Fiestas when Ford used to put like a circle, like the forehead, around the forehead of the car, between the headlights, right above the grille.
I get you.
Some of the Russian ones, they have it right in the middle, almost right in the middle, like this one. It just, even though it looks weird, I quite like it. Cause it looks like it's from another country. Look at the back of it; it does look a bit like it's from another country, even though it's meant to be British. Remember, when I look at this Ford Escort, there is a 4-door variation, which you already know what it's called, the Lada Samara. Remember that one?
Of course. Lada Samara.
Yeah, the old Lada Samara from 2006. Even though it's supposed to be a 1993 car. It's been built in 2004.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore, I think.
Still do. But a newer model. This basically is like the way it looks is a bit like a Lada Samara.
Exactly.
But I don't want to offend Ford by saying that, so I'd say the Fiesta is absolutely fantastic vehicle. But remember, there are such things about reverse engineering on certain cars. Just like Lada Samara, but what I like about this 5, I do agree with G-Man here. When it comes to the absolute favourite of the 5, I would say the Fords have dominated this set. The Fords for the first time have dominated a 5-pack set. Yeah. Because we don't usually say Fords are like the best of the sets.
Yeah.
But now, because G-Man likes a Capri, I love the Ford Fiesta. Just because how Russian it looks. This looks great. I don't know what was me and Russian vehicles. Because I think I saw so many Tatras, isn't it? Those giant Tatra trucks. And MAZ 12 8x8s, 12x12s. Hey, Russia, solidarity. Russia, Ukraine, stop fighting each other so we can have some Matchbox Diecast variations of MAZ and Lada trucks. I'd love to see that even on the Team Hot Wheels Team Transport. We want to see Lada trucks on it. Yeah. We want to see those gigantic MAZ gigantics. Stop fighting Russia and Ukraine. And I'm quite surprised because if we said we used to like the Jag, but if you think about it, we know that the Fords have dominated it. The Jag used to be one of the coolest vehicles. When I look at the Fiesta, it just looks wild. I just love the look of this. I've seen it in my town. I've seen it in my town. I've seen it in Pakistan, my old countries. I've seen it in. Me and G-Man have seen it. There were a lot of these Fiestas with the front like this. Some of them was built Russian. Some of them they were stretch 4-door versions, like I told them in Diecast before. But to stop myself from waffling and to showcase you the next Boston release of possibly one of the absolute coolest British singles. It's time for me to end the video. So I hope you like, subscribe, bell, comment, and share below with the Lycanmotions tag or with the link, or my channel link in the description below.
Please.
And also, this has been indirectly collaborated with G-Man here. So it's time to end the video. So this is from Lycanmotions, signing off. G-Man.
Yeah, take care, guys. All the best.
Thank you for watching. Where the hell is my trailer gone?
It appears that you handed the trailer to the wrong pickup truck. The patch told me he lost the trailer on his way down to get a lift kit fitted on his Tacoma.
I think you're gonna get this in the game. You already know. First, we switch to the north part to the hard shape one. And two, you decided that it was a smart move to hand the bolt trailer to the wrong Tacoma. And yes, we do have to take it first. I've given you a rule to pick, the pickup truck to pick, but instead you handed it to Badge's pickup truck, which then he either lost or sold to someone. And I'm the one driving that McLaren Artura off the trailer, because there was a bet between me and Landis that you were going to lose the trailer, and you did. So I'm the one driving the vehicle. You're the one directing, as a punishment for losing it.